Welcome to Basecamp Denver, my friends. My name is Lizelle Van Buren. This is about entrepreneurship. I shine a spotlight on women. Today is our 5-year anniversary of Basecamp Denver. Tonight, we're gonna showcase 2 stories from 2 women who just kept going. Please give me a warm woman who started up kind welcome for Melanie, Ulle, and Virginia, Santy. Big welcome. Do me a favor, grab the mic, do a little intro, give me the short, 1 minute. Give us a little meat and potatoes. Tell me your name, tell me where you're from, and then let's do this.
All right.
Good?
All right. Thank you for being in our home today. It is so nice to see so many gorgeous, amazing, accomplished women in the house, so thank you for being here. I came from the mean streets of Wash Park. It was not easy. It was not easy. I went to South High School. I went to Colorado College. Woo! Yeah, thank you, South. Big on South. CC, man. So I'm a native. I love this town. I'm committed to this town, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Hi everyone, I'm Virginia or Jenna, either one. I did not come from the mean streets of Wash Park. I'm a transplant from the Midwest, from Wisconsin. Welcome to Women in Kind. As my partner Mel said, we're so proud to have you here. What we've built is a labor of love, and you are the recipient of that. Isn't that lovely? And we really do mean that we built it for things like this, for purposes like this, for leadership like this, for organizations like this. So thank you for being here and making all of that come to fruition. I have a few degrees. I did undergraduate work in Wisconsin, and I have a master's degree and a PhD, all in communication or strategic communication and in women's leadership. So a lot of what we've done here is born of that as well. Yeah.
So how many of you have been stuck with a kid because of an in-service day at school and you don't have any childcare? Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Chris.
Thanks. So the world has basically, every co-working space from the beginning of time was built by men for men. And we decided, because we were in an office, it was freezing fucking cold. We didn't have internet half the time. Our kids, God, it was like there was always some kid that needed to be around between our collective 3. So we wanted to build a space, the first ever real space building. I mean, we took this whole place down and built it back up by women for women.
Let's hone it in a bit. Tell me about your careers. What businesses are you building?
I studied women in work. I'm published in that area, and that always really mattered to me, looking at the history of women in the workplace and the things that had changed for women in work or the things that had remained the same for women in work. And really, what would it look like to build things to support women? Now, that doesn't mean that was a really smooth trajectory along the way. I was a professor. I was asked to head a hiring committee in that capacity, and hired a very well qualified man who was just finishing his dissertation. And I had been at my institution for 4 years, and I looked at his offer letter when we decided to hire him and said, oh my God, there's some mistake. He's getting paid way more than me. It happened to be equal pay day. Seriously, not only did I find this out on equal pay day, but I had just returned from conducting an AAUW salary negotiation workshop for free for the women on campus. The universe was like, get it, just. So I came back from all of that and contacted my provost and my dean, and they were all like, geez, our hands are tied. And I was like, okay. And the next day I just submitted my resignation letter. Yeah. I thought I was going to be an academic, and then I was like, oh my gosh, even in academe where there's so much lip service paid to like, this is a really liberal place, we're so supportive of, women or underrepresented minorities. I ran right up against this and was just so disenchanted. But it was all meant to be because I then started my strategic communication firm. And Mel and I worked together. We'd been friends for a long time, but then we officed together, and that kind of started the whole ball rolling.
So tell me a bit about timing. What happened? How you thought this through? Did you at first think like, okay, I have this crazy idea? Or were you just like, holy shit, we're starting a co-working space and we're gonna do it and this is gonna be awesome and people are gonna give us money and oh my God. So yeah, I wanna know the real story. So I want all of it. I want the meat and potato. We want the meat and potatoes, am I right? Yes.
It was November 2016, and everyone was sad. Maybe not everyone, but we were. And I called Mel, and we were going to use the exact phrase that I shared with Mel because it like lives in infamy, and we still say this all the time. So I called Mel, and she just picked up right away and said, hi, because that's how Mel answers the phone. Jenna, hi. And then I said, no more dicking around. And that was my exact phrase to her, and she was like, absolutely. Yes, what does that mean? And yeah, but that was my proposal, and I love that phrase because it's come to represent so much for us, and so it means a lot on a lot of different levels. No more dicking around. So we say that a lot to each other, and it's just kind of like buckle down, get serious. There's no more talking about things. It's only the doing time. Do these things. And so I love that she didn't know what I meant, but she said yes. And then I said, that thing we've always talked about, let's do that thing.
So help us appreciate how this building now has paint on it, what that experience was like, what you learned from it, what you're taking away from it. You know what I mean? Okay.
I think we have a lot of phrases and mantras that keep us going. And one of them was like, don't stop, don't look back. And we just had to keep moving forward because when we put all the checks in the bank and then we gave keys to the contractor and he started tearing things up in here. Oh my God. And Mel and I had never, I'm a single mom and I just, figured out how to work all the fire alarms in my house, and I changed the flapper on a toilet. That took me a long time to figure out what was wrong.
What's one or two really important things to you as a business owner that you want a female business owner who happens to be sitting here tonight? What are some things you want to remind them of?
Okay. So the first thing for me, this is the first time that I had ever, I've been raising money my entire career. I've never done anything else. But this is the first time that I had to raise money for a for-profit. And that made me feel really uncomfortable because I was like, holy shit, now I'm raising money for me. Like, I don't get to say it's to save babies. I don't get to say that it's to like save the environment. Like, I don't get to say that. This is my company. And so this is gonna sound really weird. I'm really shocked at how easy it was because we don't ask for help very much. And I think as women, it's even harder to ask for help because you know that like your sisters are struggling and working and doing all this stuff too, so you don't want to put that on anybody else. But everybody that we talked to really like wanted to help and was excited to help. And so I think like, and just like Crystal the other day, it's like, and I said to her, anytime you are like struggling, ask for help. Just ask for help. So I think that as a business owner, like if you're like, dudes, like I'm struggling, like I'm not hitting my numbers, like if you were to reach out to your like 5 closest friends and be like, I don't need this for the money, like I need this for here. Like I need to feel like a winner right now. And if they're other business owners, they get it. Like they know what it's like to need a win. You know what I mean? You need to look at how you're spending every dime in your life and make sure that it is in line with your values. Like live your values. That's the only way we're gonna change the world.
Hey, everyone, thank you for being here. Thank you for your time. It's the most valuable thing you've got. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.